scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Canada, wearing the white trunks with red trim, Kingmaker. Hiding out of the blue corner, from Scotland, wearing the white trunks trimmed with white, the Ogre.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
All right, close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. These two fighters are made for one another. He catches and counters. Beautiful counter punch. Quick punch scores. Insane action. Too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter shot by her. Caution is being thrown to the wind. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Good counter punching. They're in trouble. And down goes Kingmaker. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
I need to... 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're on 10.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
She blocks the jab. And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! And Kingmaker has been knocked down. could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Great work.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Perfect counter lands. Can't land that jab. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backward. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Straight right just misses. That jab was blocked. Nice counter shot by her. One punch could change everything in this battle. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally. On to the fourth we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure in.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missing with the right uppercut. That punch got her. Beautiful counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
She wasn't ready for that counter. She just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They are going to surrender. No mas. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules. What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Kingmaker. And they'll be facing the Ogre.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
First up, Kingmaker from Canada. Up against them, the Ogre.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Canada, wearing the white trunks with red trim, Kingmaker. Fighting out of the blue corner from Scotland, wearing the white trunks trimmed with white, the Ogre.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. They both want a highlight reel knockout. She wasn't ready for that counter. Do you believe what we are seeing? We wanted action, and they are delivering. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. What a day it has been, Johnny, but finally now our main event, and the crowd is still hyped.
These fights are about to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is sexy.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab doesn't find a home. Good counter punch. Couldn't land that jab. Nice counter shot. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Relax. She's flat about her own. It was a bad round. We don't care. Just go out there.
Focused. Do what you're doing. You're already doing great. Just keep it going.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Part, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Miss with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on.
Nice round. Great round. That was amazing. Okay, all we need to do now is refocus.
The job. That's a terrible round, that is.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches. Hold her right there! This may do it! And Kingmaker has been knocked down. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And we continue.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Midway through the round, and it looks like she has the advantage.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
The straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice defense on that jab. Do you believe this? So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perfect counter shot. She catches and counters. The straight right just misses. This fight has a real good flow to it. Counter punch. Can they finish it? And down goes Kingmaker. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering... Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Nice work to block that right uppercut. She got clipped by that counter. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rock, and Kingmaker gets dropped. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again.
Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her for sure. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knock. This is the beginning of round 6. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Straight right just misses. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Bombs away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going. Here comes round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a scoring blow. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good punch. Fantastic punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Every time they throw a shot, they get... At some point, the corner has to say you're done. And down goes Kingmaker. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. And we enter the 8th round. So that's a 10-8 round. Got to turn things around here, Johnny. What do they do?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That jab won't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Will the referee stop it? It's somehow weathered, and before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Why weren't they covering up? Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. And there's the bell for round 9. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
shot by her. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Perfect punch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Won't score with that right uppercut. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out.
Switch on, get this boxing back together.
This is the 10th. Good counter shot by her. Beautiful counter punch. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Incredible work rate. How about that time counter shot? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got left.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And we may see a stoppage here. How did they survive that?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Just missed with that hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Following the hook, but it doesn't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Okay.
We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot, one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate?
Oh my goodness, Johnny! I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. The referee takes a look and he says, let's get it on. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more.
Don't worry about it.
On to the 12. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a